It's nice to see all of you, and I'm happy to be part of it. So it's going to be hard for me to go on the floor and play against Kings uniform.
You nervous at all?
A little bit, yeah, but I'll be more nervous. I know I will be more nervous when I go up in Sacramento and play in Arco Arena.
Well, you know, speaking of Arco Arena, it's the Kings and the Lakers in 3 weeks. You are going to be the first Laker in the history of Sacramento to get a standing ovation.
I'm going to cry. No, I mean, like I say, a lot of people ask me, how was it up there? It's my best 6 years in my career, and it's always going to be there, and I'll remember my 6 years in Sacramento every time.
Yeah, the one thing that's unusual is you've been hurt, something that never happened in 6 years in Sacramento, and you're just getting back into the flow. So how much can we expect to see on the court tonight?
Well, I had the 5 minutes the other night, first time this year, so hopefully 6 minutes this time. I don't know, it's up to coach. Obviously, we don't have too much time to practice, and I have to use, game to get back into shape. My back is pretty good, so hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be 100%.
Yeah, and finally, the other night you made your Laker debut, second time around, and these are the same fans that were on you for 6 years, and every time you touched the ball they booed you, but you got one heck of an ovation, didn't you?
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice, and I was nervous a little bit, because obviously playing for Sacramento, they hate me very much, but now, I'm part of them.
We didn't get a chance to say this last year because the season ended so abruptly, but on behalf of Sacramento, thanks for a fabulous 6 years.
Well, thank you, and thank you everybody in Sacramento that support me and my team and Kings, and keep supporting them because they're pretty good.
And there he is, Vlade Divac, as the Lakers and the Kings play for the first time this year. Why don't we look at the keys to the game, Jerry, brought to you by Folsom Lake Ford, Highway 50 at Folsom exit under the flag.
Well, I think number one, the Lamar Odom matchup really presents a lot of problems for either Brad Miller or Chris Webber. He plays the 4 spot, has three forward skills, so that'll be a key. Number two, play inside out, which means get Chris Webber established low. Really, the Lakers don't have anyone that can match him very well, and Kings could get some double teams off of the skills of Chris Webber. And the third is going to be hustle point. Wins the battle of points off turnovers. The Lakers are a turnover type team, and second chance points. That team will win.
Keys to the game brought to you by Folsom Lake Ford. And the starting lineups, and for Sacramento, the same 5, and Chris Webber, career against the Lakers, shooting a very good 48%. Double doubles. He's with Stojakovic and Brad Miller, and the backcourt of Doug Christie and Mike Bibby. And for the LA Lakers, also with 7 wins, you see Caron Butler, who came over from Miami in that Shaquille O'Neal trade. In the wins, big difference that in the losses. He's a big key to the Lakers' success. Lamar Odom, Chris Mim, and the backcourt of Kobe Bryant and Chucky Atkins. Jerry, Kobe's only shooting 40% this season, and he's averaging 4 turnovers in every game.
Yeah, obviously he has the ball in his hand so much, tries to make a play just about every time he touches it. Now, certainly he's proven he can make a lot of plays, but as you said, has turned the ball over a little bit and been prone to force a few shots.
And a holiday weekend here in Los Angeles.
And I think, Grant, to the people watching back at home, it's going to seem just as odd. In fact, that's what we want to focus in on tonight. A guy who goes against the team that he played with for 6 seasons and really helped put the Kings on the basketball map. So let's remind the fans back at home visually just what it meant to this Sacramento Kings team. Remember, 6 seasons in Sacramento, playoff years each and every time, but he was more than just the numbers you see there. Remember the durability that maybe Vlade Divac didn't get enough credit for, missing just 6 games in 460 in the regular season. The Kings' winning percentage does speak for itself, but again, more than just numbers, he meant so much to this organization in the locker room and meant just as much in the community. And Grant and Jerry, I know that a lot of fans remember him for that. I spoke with Rudy Tomjanovich before the game to see just how he would use Vlade. He said he doesn't know just yet. He hadn't seen him enough in practice. Could be a little, could be a lot, but they're taking it along with baby steps, guys.
All right, Jim, we appreciate it.
Yeah, along with that, Vlade's one of those guys that didn't miss many games. He didn't miss many practices either. I mean, Vlade, a very durable guy in every way.
And Rick Adelman in the ball club flying down here late this morning, arriving in their hotel at about 12:15, 12:30.
Well, Rudy Tomjanovich really has got a different type team on his hands, as we touched on earlier, and he's really given his team a lot of freedom. They know they don't have the power game they did with the Shaquille O'Neal. No one can have, but so they try to get it out and run and use their athleticism.
So we're about ready to go here from the Staples Center. Bennett Salvador, the elite official in this crew with Bill Kennedy and Tony Brown. And it will be Sacramento to start the game, and they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter as well. We certainly are glad you're little Friday night basketball over this holiday weekend. Kings back home Sunday to take on the Timberwolves. Stojakovic, a good look, 2-0.
Well, great look, and Page knocks it down early. He certainly should be able to go over the top of Caron Butler. Butler at 6'6", 6'7", and especially when you get a good screen from a guy like Chris Webber.
All right, now the matchups. You've got Brad Miller on Chris Mim as expected. Webber is on Odom. Now they double Bryant in the corner. And with 5 on the shot clock, Atkins has to fire a 3. And Sacramento with the first rebound of the game.
So 3 purple shirts heading toward the basket. Always a good sign early.
Oh, look at that. Stojakovic from Christie, and it's 4-0.
Well, that play was set up by the previous play as Page did a nice job faking like he's coming off a low screen, and this goes back door and across, and of course Page and Doug Christie hooked up well together.
Good start for Sacramento. And out of bounds it will be Laker basketball.
Watch the pass. You see the eye contact. Page and Doug Christie just hooking up perfectly. We see that once or twice a game.
14 on the shot clock. Now this is where we talked about Odom, but instead he gives the ball to Kobe. But Odom missed the putback. I thought Odom was going to challenge Webber. He had him on the perimeter, but instead he went to Bryant. And Sacramento quickly down the court. Here's Brad Miller from 20. Rebound Webber and a new shot clock, but he doesn't need it. 6-0 Sacramento.
Well, Chris kind of ran into that rebound, was going away from the basket, and the ball just came to him. So Kings very fortunate there. But that's a good-looking shot by Brad Miller. So Kings are getting the shots they want.
Mim wants the ball down on the block. 10 on the 24. Well defended, and Webber with the rebound.
Boy, Chris Webber really attacked the defensive board for that one.
Little surprising that we've not seen Lamar Odom yet with the basketball working on Chris Webber. Stojakovic, 8-0. And Rudy T may need an early timeout. The Kings come out on fire here in the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And Rudy T does stop it. He'll talk about it. 8-0 Kings. Early moments here in the first. Sacramento got off to a slow start, but so did Houston, who also was in China. But I would also tell you, I think Sacramento and Houston had the 2 most difficult starts schedule-wise to the season. Boy, how about Page picking up where he left off against Houston, Jerry?
Well, his teammates really finding him a nice screen by Mike Bibby, and Chris Webber gets Page that early look. Now Doug Christie, the great eye contact, good ball movement and body movement by Page. Gets another hookup between Webber and Page. Stojakovic gets the 3rd hoop to go. So Page has his A game going early. Obviously, Lakers know they have a problem with Mr. Stojakovic.
Are you a little surprised? I know it's only 2 minutes into the game, so the game will develop, but that Lamar Odom has not tried to challenge Chris. He had him once on the wing and passed the ball to Kobe.
Yeah, very, very much surprised. Of course, when Lamar was in Miami, that's really what he did, but he was at that time was their go-to guy. So I'm sure that we'll see that, but I am a little surprised they haven't used that as a more standard weapon. We might see if Rudy Tomjanovich makes some adjustments here.
Sacramento shooting 4-5 to start the game. Now Odom sets the pick for Kobe Bryant. And the 3 by Atkins, no good. And there's Webber with his 5th rebound already, and we have not played 3 minutes.
The Kings doing a nice job of switching to make sure they cover Kobe Bryant in all situations.
Lakers 0-4. Webber right at Lamar Odom. Nice spin move by Chris. Beautifully done, but it wouldn't roll home. And Lamar Odom has the rebound.
Very athletic move by Chris Webber. Looked very comfortable going to the hoop there. Just couldn't finish it.
Mim. And finally the Lakers are on the scoreboard.
Well, Chris Mim really came over via the trade for Gary Payton from Boston, and he has really been very helpful. Moved down to as a center, a little bit small.
Christie. Oh, no goaltending.
And a great block by Chris Mim. Just what we're talking about. Very athletic guy, a little bit of a fooler.
And Lamar Odom, that's too hard off the window. Mim put back, and the Lakers score 4 quick points.
Yeah, Mim at 7 foot, very similar in size to Brad Miller, probably a little more athletic, and he has really fit in with the team.
So the 8-0 lead is down to 8-4. Brad Miller loves this spot on the floor. You can see why. Brad Miller with the basket is first, and it's a 6-point Sacramento lead.
Well, Mike Bibby and Brad Miller playing that two-man game, that really presents problems, because if you don't really help out on Mike Bibby, he gets a shot. If you do, Brad Miller gets one. Both terrific shooters.
Again, Bryant working off a Lamar Odom pick. Oh, damn. And Weber with another rebound, his 6th.
Well, Weber just dominating the board.
And Christie blocked again by the Lakers. Here we come with numbers. Bryant and Kobe puts it up and in.
Well, boy, the Kings have got to be aware, regardless of the situation, you have got to cover that backcourt. Lakers are running out on every Kings field goal attempt.
The lead again cut to 4. Stojakovic. Now Brad Miller frees up Peja momentarily. Here's Christie with a corner 3. And Odom underneath for the rebound. Now Odom using his quickness, but a bad pass intended for Mim. Back the other way we go. And that was a bad pass. Bibby telegraphed it all the way. And Atkins. And it's now a 2-point game.
Well, Lakers have come back and got in this one quick. And as you said, Chucky Atkins just read Mike Bibby's eyes and stole that one out of the air.
An 8-2 LA run here in the first quarter with 5 minutes in the books. Brad Miller is open. And the Lakers now can tie. Atkins. Oh, blocked by Bibby. Wow.
Perfect timing by Mike Bibby. Went up and extended. Got the smush on Chucky Atkins. Well, Chucky ought to think about that a little bit.
Bibby. And Bibby throws it away, and the Lakers numbers 4 on 3. Odom. And that's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Get a good look at Mike Bibby on this block. Looked like Atkins got a sure layup. Mike just perfect timing, goes up with the offhand and clean block, nothing but level.
Boy, you don't see that a lot from Mike Bibby. That was a tremendous play. And Stojakovic had to go through his hands as Doug Christie tried that same play again. And now Rick Allen wants a timeout, as the Kings have been gotten a little careless with the basketball in the last 3 possessions. 10-8, 6:13 left first quarter. Sacramento with the lead. Well, right now, Sacramento, Jerry, a little careless with the basketball after getting off to an 8-0 lead.
Yeah, no question about it. Trying to make some plays that just aren't there. Maybe trying to play a little quicker pace than they need to. That's certainly the Lakers style, but Kings can really be a little patient in their half-court offense. I think they can get good shots against this defense.
No fouls yet in this basketball game, as we played nearly 6 minutes.
Both teams playing so rapidly, it's hard to foul anybody. And well, the Lakers, that's one thing the Kings have to be aware of, is the transition, because the Lakers are running out, getting guys down the floor very quickly.
Christie right up on Kobe Bryant. Off the spin is Bryant. And here's Mim from the perimeter. And Stojakovic with the rebound.
You can see Chris Mim has a game very similar to Brad Miller. Good perimeter shooter.
Sacramento over 2 minutes and 40 seconds without scoring after scoring the first 8 quickly. Peja, a good look from downtown. That's one way to break the drought, and Stojakovic has 9.
Well, Peja is really fielding it, as you said, going left from about 26 feet and right in the middle. The man can shoot a ball.
Now Atkins. 10 on the shot clock for Atkins. Mim, this time, penetrates to the ball and puts it up and in. Chris Mim with 6 points.
Yeah, fooled the Kings there, really not known for his ability to get to the basket. Certainly did with ease there.
Stojakovic again from long range. And Stojakovic with his first miss after making 4 straight.
And that was in and out. Looked good all the way.
Now Bryant out of a crowd. The draw and kick to Karan Butler. Well defended by Sacramento, but the tip in. So Butler gets the tip, and it's a one-point game.
Well, quick off his feet, Caron Butler, former Connecticut star, able to get that second chance point opportunity.
10 points in the paint for the Lakers, and a quick shot and no good. And it will go to Los Angeles. So
one of the things you can tell already with this offense is when they're in the half court, it's kind of get it to Kobe and let him do what he wants to do, and then make sure everybody else is spaced.
Well, you're going to get a lot of open shots if you're on the Lakers once Kobe Bryant has the ball and he draws a crowd.
Well, if he decides to throw it, he might.
Well, he has so far here in the first quarter. And we have our first foul of the game, and it's on Chris Webber.
I think for Kobe, the thing would have to question, he does take a few too many shots, maybe keeps it a little too long, and then of course the assist to turnover ratio isn't very good. But I think as he gets used to playing with the ball more, all those things will improve, because he certainly has the talent to do it.
5.8 assists a game and 4 turnovers. Here's Butler, and the Lakers not able to take the first lead of the game.
Chris Webber getting every defensive rebounder.
Boy, he's got 7 rebounds. That's through the first 8 minutes. High off the glass, Chris Webber gets it to fall.
Well, the Laker fans wanted travel, and doesn't look like he got a little hippity hop in there, but boy, nice left hand off the glass.
Now Lamar Odom leans in from the foul line, and he answers quickly. So Lamar Odom makes it a 15-14 Sacramento lead. That's the first basket for Odom, and now all 5 starters have scored for the Lakers.
You can see the problems that Odom may present, because he's every bit as tall as Webber and very quick off the dribble.
Bibby got some contacts, missed the shot, rebound Mim. First quarter action here from the Staples Center, and Atkins no, and Mim with a loose ball foul on the back of Brad Miller. And it will go to Sacramento.
Now watch Chris Webber as he gets in there, maybe a little hippity hop. Did definitely look like a walk, but got by with it. A lot of traffic in there. I don't know if officials could see those quick movement of feet, and but Chris used the left hand so well.
We approach the 3-minute mark. Chris Webber with an outstanding first quarter. Miller, what a pass from Brad Miller, and Mike Bibby with the body control gets it to drop.
Yeah, Brad just sized up the defender and put it about an inch over his hands. Actually, Mike maybe would have had an easier shot had he not went under the basket.
3-point Sacramento margin with 2:45 left first quarter. Butler with Stojakovic right on him. And that ball deflects right back to Butler, and that's a 24-second violation. That's just tremendous team defense by Sacramento right there.
Get a good look at Brad Miller as he just views the defender. Now watch right over the top of Chucky Atkins' hands. You see that Mike was actually wide open on the one side of the basket, but he wasn't sure and took it to the other side, still made it.
3-point Sacramento lead. They opened up this game by scoring the first 8 points. Lakers were able to come back, although not able to take the lead here in the first. Now they clear out for Webber. He likes to match up on Lamar Odom, and that's why. It's the exact same thing we saw in the last road game with a smaller Sean Marion.
Yeah, exactly. Now Lamar Odom is taller than Sean, but probably not any stronger, and that's the key. Webber just simply too strong for Lamar Odom.
Christie poked it away, but it comes to Min. 2 minutes left, and the ball movement now up top to Odom. Missed it. And he's not going to miss that one. Lamar Odom very active. He's got 5 rebounds and 4 points.
Yeah, just able to go right over the top of Brad Miller for that second chance point. Brad really had the inside spot, but you see the problem that Odom presents for Webber on the other end, but more mobile, a little quicker.
Now they come to double Chris. He runs away from it. He draws the foul, and he will go to the line. Lamar Odom on the foul.
Now watch Chris he's got good position. Now a little bang and showing the strength, and that jump hook right over the top of Odom at 6'10", able to get it up, and then presents a lot of problems for Odom, and of course Odom trying to make him pay on the other end.
First free throws of his first quarter. Webber already with 6 points, 7 rebounds. Folks, Folsom Lake Ford and Folsom Lake Toyota want to offer you the opportunity to shoot a half-court shot to win a brand new car, truck, or SUV at a Kings game. Stop by Folsom Lake Ford or Folsom Lake Toyota and register for your chance to win. And now Rick Adelman's dynamic duo coming in. Bobby Jackson and Darius Sangala.
Well, they have been. I mean, they are a dynamic duo. We would be almost like Batman and Robin, wouldn't we? But
who's Batman?
Good question. You probably didn't watch that when you was a kid, did you? You should watching the Yankees.
No, I know who Batman is, but out of those two, which one is Batman?
Well,
which one is Robin?
actually, I guess it's just like a little Robin and a big Robin.
All right. It's 21-16. Chris Webber almost a double-double here in the first quarter. Mim from Kobe Bryant.
Well, a great look from Kobe Bryant as Mim slashes to the basket. Kobe drawing all the attention that left Mim open. So shows you the multiple skills that Kobe has.
Jackson, Christie, Sangala, Weber, and Stojakovic, and we have a foul called on Chris Mim away from the ball.
Now watch this high screen, and then Kobe draws all the attention, so when Mim slides down the lane, nobody's there, and the ball's delivered perfectly. So you can see Kobe doing a little bit of everything. But boy, Chris Mim has been a great pickup for this team.
Second foul on Mim as he sits. Brian Cook, the second-year man out of Illinois, the first-round pick of the Lakers a year ago. And the free throw is good. Boy, Cook was sure good in that preseason game in Fresno, wasn't he?
He can really shoot the ball deep. I mean, for 6'10", 6'11", he shoots a three-pointer about as well as any big guy. Well, I think the Boston Celtics going to rue the day they let Chris Mim get away. I think this young guy's just starting to learn to play. Between Mim and Darius Sangala for the Kings, that's two awfully good young players that could have been wearing green shirts.
About Detroit, minus all their talent, they beat Miami tonight. Kobe Bryant, and a free ball by Kobe. That makes it 23-21. Bryant has 5 first-quarter points, and we are under a minute left.
Yeah, it's tough to take the three-pointer away from Kobe because of his quickness, so you just hope he doesn't hit too many of them.
Speaking of threes, Stojakovic missing, and Sangala out of bounds. That's actually going to be a loose ball foul on Darius. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Well, nice scrappy play by Darius, just going for the ball.
Both teams just 1-3, Sacramento. And the Lakers, good first quarter with the score 23-21. Lakers in a 2-for-1 situation here. There's the double on Bryant, and Elise Cook open. Three-pointer, no good. And look at Bobby Jackson get that ball from Lamar Odom. Odom's a lot like Jackson. He goes after every ball off the glass. Bobby, no, and Lamar Odom with the rebound. And Odom has 6 boards here in the first quarter.
Well, with such great timing and length, Lamar Odom has the skill to play small forward and the talent as well and size to play power forward.
Final seconds, first quarter. Christie dives for the steal, and now the Kings have to help. Bryant, no. And with 4.4, he goes to the line.
Well, Doug taking a calculated risk. You know, he knows how good Kobe is. Thought he had a chance to get the steal. Of course, if you don't get it, then this is what happens. Now you got a lot of teammates in a tough spot. He goes right at 4 purple shirts, draws the foul.
Kobe trying to tie the ball game up. And again, 4.4 seconds left. Lakers are in the penalties, so the Kings should be able to get a shot off here. And this is Bobby Jackson's time of the game to shine. Bobby Jackson can do a lot with the ball in 4 seconds.
And he's going to try.
All right, here we go. Jackson. Jackson. Jackson, a 3 at the horn. So a first quarter ends in a tie. Sacramento had an 8-point lead, but it's gone now. That question to some members of the Kings.
I guess I'll find out, you know, see how the fans react. They're the ones that made it, and you know, as players, we still want to beat them, but you know, I always wanted to beat them before I got here anyway. So, you know, I'm sure it just depends on how much the fans get into it.
Well, I think it is. I mean, just because you got 2 teams in California, and you got the Lakers and the Kings, even though Shaq's not there, you got a lot of their old King members, so it's going to be a much anticipated game, and I think everybody's going to look forward to, you know, going to L.A. on this team and going to get a win.
Bobby Jackson will start this second quarter, stay in the game with Stojakovic, Sangala, Weber. Also, Matt Barnes is coming in for the first time. Brown is in for the Lakers for the first time, as Rudy T goes to the bench. Jermaine Jones, who was almost a member of the Kings, former Cleveland Cavalier, in with Lamar Odom, Kobe Bryant, and Brian Cook. Good defense by Weber, and Singala gets the ball.
As you said, Weber really played big on Lamar Odom in a post-up situation.
Weber gets by one, and that's an offensive foul. They ran in Cook. And Chris Weber has just picked up his second foul. That's the 4th Sacramento turnover.
As you see Chris penetrating, but you see Cook really established. I think Chris had in his mind all along he's going to hit Matt Barnes, but just didn't see that second defender.
So the Lakers look to take their first lead. Oh, nice hesitation by Brown, and the Lakers lead it.
But Terry Brown really just froze Bobby Jackson. I think Bobby thought that he had some help behind him, but there was no one there.
Brad Miller will come in at the next whistle, probably for Weber, who's got 2 fouls. Now the double on Weber. They turn away from it, and Chris puts the shot up, but it won't fall, and Kobe Bryant has it. Bryant and the Lakers leading 25-23, and Kobe, the kick out. Now it's Cook, top of the keys, wide open.
Well, that's great ball movement, but everything keyed on the great penetrating ability of Kobe Bryant, pushing the basketball up, really getting good spacing from his teammates and creating an open look for Brian Cook.
Lakers the 11-2 run here in the first half. Jackson now. The open Singala, and Darius Singala hits his first shot.
Well, Darius is becoming almost automatic from that range, and Bobby knows that as well as all the Kings fans now.
Singala comes out on Brown, and now they move the ball up top to Cook. There's that shooting that we saw a couple of weeks ago in the preseason.
Well, that's what we said. I mean, he has got a great stroke. Yeah, I mean, what you're seeing is not an accident. This kid can really shoot. I mean, he's big, but he doesn't play like a big guy. He wants to go outside and play on the perimeter as he fouls Chris Weber.
Of course, he's shooting well, just 43% this year, but he's looking good tonight.
Here's Bobby Jackson penetrating, able to get the ball to Darius Singala wide open as he draws a lot of attention. So a good kick out by Bobby to an open Darius.
And here comes Vlade Divac, and he hears it from the crowd.
Well, these Laker fans remember Vlade gave them a lot of really good years before Charlotte, and then before, of course, the great years that he gave the Kings.
Singala penetrating. Singala. Nope. And here comes Brown and the Lakers. The Lakers are making a move here in the second quarter. And that pass behind Jermaine Jones, and the Lakers turn it over for the 3rd time.
Well, you can see there's the strategy of the Lakers is just simply run, push, create a lot of pressure on the Kings defense.
Vlade was surprised they got a call. His jersey was untucked. He's been trying to tuck it in for the last 20 seconds. And Matt Barnes is open. Matt Barnes with the catch and shoot. For the game now, a 3-point Laker lead.
Well, Matt's been working a lot on his shooting, and certainly looks like it's starting to pay off. Just taking what the defense gives him.
And the whistle and the foul on Sacramento. Foul's on Matt Barnes.
Well, Matt Barnes, as we'll see, just a nice open look. Doesn't hesitate, just catch and shoot. And that's what he needs to do. You know, he's going to get some open looks. Nice matchup for Matt guarding Kobe Bryant. Certainly played against Kobe some when he was with the Clippers, so he's familiar with Bryant.
And Cook finally misses, and it's run down. Jackson, Bobby Jackson, nope. Taken away by Bryant. Good hustle, Divac. Nice pass down low to Cook, and it counts. 32-27. The bounce for the ball that time went the way of Kobe Bryant.
Well, that's just a great hustle play, Kobe Bryant. Everybody going for the ball, but you'll see that looks like Bobby's going to get it, but here comes Kobe back after it, dives on the floor. This is a superstar, throws the ball ahead, and then, of course, Vlade Divac makes a correct pass.
And it results in a three-point play. 33-27.
You can see that not only the great athleticism, but the desire that Kobe has. That's one of the reasons he's a great player.
Bobby Jackson now. The outside shot is good over Vlade Divac, and Vlade and Bobby talk as they go down the court.
Yeah, Bobby saying, you know you can't get this shot.
Bryant, they'll go to the line. Kobe Bryant with 2 free throws upcoming. Boy, if that goes in, you might as well just get up and walk out of the gym. Timeout. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left first half. Lakers 33 and the Kings 20.
Terrific coach.
Vlade Divac stays in with Brown. Bryant at the line. Lamar Odom. Brian Cook.
Vlade trying to give Page some advice there, and Page is saying, I don't want to hear any advice right now, Vlade. I'm going to shoot a 3 right over top of you.
I'll tell you what's interesting on that last shot by Bobby Jackson. Vlade was standing about 6-7 feet away from Rick Adderman, listening to the play set. And, you know, he came out, but Bobby just made a better shot. But Vlade obviously knows the Kings offense to a T. Yeah,
that's one of those things like Bobby knows too. He's like, well, telling Vlade, well, you didn't block it in practice for 5 years. You're not going to block it now. But, yeah, well, Vlade's such a smart player, too. I mean, he's not going to forget what the Kings do just because he's trying to remember what the Lakers do.
35-29. And Vlade falls down. Miller. And his pass to Singala broken up by Cook.
The famous Vlade flop. Well, you see Vlade really not in strong condition yet. It's going to be a while. I mean, coming off a herniated disc and all, it's going to be. Now you see Kobe Bryant going out, so Kings need to make some ground up now with Kobe on the bench.
Yep, Kareem rush in. Jackson. And here's Brad Miller over Vlade Divac. The ball is short. Boy, the Kings shooting has just come to a standstill here in the last several minutes.
Sure is, and Brad has had some great looks.
Yeah, Brad right now is 1 of 4. Mike Bibby will check in at the next whistle. And here's Kareem Rush. So that ball will go to Sacramento, and that will allow Mike Bibby to come into the game. I guess none. Mike Bibby is waiting to come in, and they didn't. He goes, can I get a sub, please? Oh, man.
I mean, he was here plenty of time.
Absolutely. Stojakovic. And now Pacers shots have gone awry. Singala able to run it down. Stojakovic.
Bobby's got a big guy on him. Brian Cook wants to get a mismatch there. Darius had one inside, so Bobby throws it to the mismatch inside.
And that ball out of bounds, so it will go to the Lakers still. And now Mike Bibby will come in for Pacers Stojakovic.
Kings will go with a small guard lineup. Bobby and Bibby. Mike Bibby, Bobby Jackson, and Matt Barnes goes to small forward. That's one of the real values of Matt Barnes at 6'7", 6'8", athletic, can play both guard and forward.
35-31. Brown gets by Bobby Jackson on the dribble to set up Cook. And he missed the easy shot. Divac. Riley will go back up with it. The shot blocked. And the Kings look to break out, but the Lakers get back.
Well, Brian Cook was too close.
Bibby will try a 3. Rebound, Jones. Sacramento from 3 now. Missed 5 of 6 opportunities. Divac, look what I found. And that's the first points of the season for Vlade Divac. 37-31. Miller. Nice handoff to Singala. And the Kings break down the Laker defense with ease. And Rudy Tomjanovich not happy at all with that defense. Timeout. 6:39 left first half. And now a 20-second timeout, not a full, a 20. And we will keep it right here. Vlade's first basket of the season.
Well, it comes really after a travel by Brown, but
sure was.
Got by when there's Vlade right on the glass, able to take that kind of a throw up at the rim and finish the play. So Vlade always in the right place, the right time.
I want to tell you about the SK Kids Club because it is back. You can visit any participating Raley's and Bel Air store or check out the SK Kids Club page on Kings.com for more information. Kings fans here at the Staples Center right now watching the Kings trail by 4.
Well, everywhere you go in the NBA, you see Kings fans.
But I get a kick out of watching Jack Nicholson talk to the Kings players as they come in and out of the huddle. He's cracking up with them. He just had a nice exchange with Bobby Jackson.
Well, he's one of those guys I can recall back years ago when I was coaching. He'd always have things to say. You know, you could have some fun with Jack. And Of course, he had
That's
the
the
most
only
fun.
you had when you came down here.
Actually, about the only fun you did have, because with Worthy and Magic and Kareem, they had all the fun. What a great team. Maybe that's best of all time.
Bibby stole it. Barnes dives on the floor. Nice hustle by Barnes. And here come the Kings. They've got numbers if they hurry. Divac trailing on the play. Bobby Jackson, three. That was exactly where he was hitting him in the Houston game, but Barnes runs it down. Jackson. Bobby Jackson all the way. Well, Bobby, a two-point game.
Bobby can't make his outside shot, so he does exactly what he did in Houston. Just takes it to the rim, uses that great athleticism. But boy, Matt Barnes running down that layup, that was a key.
And that ball deflected out of bounds. And a timeout on the floor with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left. Bobby Jackson breaking down the Los Angeles defense. 8 points already.
Well, he really does. I mean, getting so consistent, so comfortable here. Bobby fighting from long range, knocking down that jumper. Now just pulls up for a little short jumper with a mismatch inside on a guard. Now just a hustle play and movement. Brad Miller finds Darius at the basket. So Darius has come in immediately and put up solid numbers. This guy just getting so good at his job. And Rick Alvin knows when he goes in, not only will he get some good production, he might improve the overall play as well.
I tell you, Jack Nicholson is getting such a kick with Bobby Jackson. They've got a running dialogue going. It is something else. It's hilarious watching Bobby come by Jack. Lakers by 2. Bryant back in the ball game. And Chucky Atkins as well with Mims, Cook, and Jones. Atkins. And the three is good by Chucky Atkins, and the lead is 5.
Well, Chucky Atkins has really improved that part of his game. When he entered the league, really was not known for any kind of an outside shot. Has become a good perimeter shooter.
Now Bibby. Boy, Bibby's missed a couple of good looks. He's now 1 of 4.
Yeah, and that was really just off left.
And Sangala with the hustle breaks it up. Here come the Kings with numbers. Bibby sifting through some traffic. Jackson wide open, a corner three. Yes. And that's Darius Sangala at the back end hustling.
That's what Darius does. He is always in the play. Was out for a little bit, but caught up and got a hand up and knocked the ball loose, and that results in a 3 for Bobby.
Atkins, same spot, different result, and Barnes with the rebound. And he made a bad play there. Saw Bobby Jackson out of the corner of his eye. And by the time he did make the pass, it was intercepted. Ball out of bounds.
Now watch Mike Bibby just finding Bobby, knows that he's set on that 3 in the corner. That's the short 3, and Bobby doesn't disappoint there. Just nails it.
Sangala with 9 minutes of work, 8 points, sits out. Chris Webber in. He'll work with Brad Miller and Matt Barnes. Bibby and Jackson in the backcourt. Good game here from the Staples Center. Kings, Lakers. Both teams with 7 victories on the season. Karan Butler missing. Oh, Barnes with a big rebound.
Yeah, Matt very active. He always gives you 100% as well.
And Bobby Jackson's not waiting for anybody. Bobby's not waiting for anybody. He's coming down the court and he's firing. And Bobby Jackson has 9.
Well, Bobby, that last 3 got the stroke going, and yeah, he's looking at Jack saying, yeah, I told you I'd stick a couple in your face.
We are tied at 40. And a foul will send Kobe Bryant to the line. Fouls on Barnes, his second.
Get a good look at Bobby. Just pulls up, unfortunately, foot on the line. Thought he had a 3, but not able to get the 3, but got a long 2. But you see that stroke looks pretty confident. Bobby is really a carryover from the Houston game.
Oh, you get a kick out of this place. The Sacramento Kings, they have teamed up once again this season with Redwood Creek Wines to help fill the cup. Through November 30th, Redwood Creek Wines will donate $1 from every bottle sold at retail to support the 6th annual George J. Maloof Senior Community Cup. Help us make a difference in the community. Help us fill the cup. Doug Christie getting a warm welcome here from the Staples Center crowd as he re-enters the ball game.
Yeah, they don't forget everything down here, do they?
Nope.
Staples Center in the belly of the beast.
And Bryant missing, and so it stays 41-40. Let's set the lineup. Bibby, Jackson, Miller, Webber, Christie. Webber takes advantage of an overplay. Nice adjustment by Chris Webber.
Well, that wasn't marvelous. Looked like he had an easy shot on one side, but the great Laker defense forced him back to the middle of the rim and able to get it over the top. So Chris Webber, Mike Bibby hooking up.
And leading a foul on Christie before the shot.
Get a good look at this nice duo. Mike Bibby, Chris Webber on a two-man play. Throws the ball away from the defender. Now Chris goes over the top of Mim as Mim comes over to help and attack that shot. So, boy, nice two-man play, but really even a better finish by Chris Webber. 10 points on 7 field goal attempts.
Sacramento in the penalty.
That's the thing with Kobe you've got to do is not put him on the line. He's so much like Michael Jordan in that regard. So athletic. He kind of lulls you into thinking that you're going to block his shot or steal the ball, and you're not going to. And, you know, he gets 10 points a game at that line.
Well, he's already been there 7 times here in the first half, and he's made 6.
Yeah, you've got to keep, you know, that's what I think. I mean, make him make shots. You know, he certainly can make shots, but don't give him an extra 10 free throws.
Lakers on top by a point. Bobby Jackson off to the races, and a blocking foul. That's only the second team foul on the Lakers.
Well, Bobby really created some problems for the Lakers as well with his quickness and strength.
That's the 3rd foul on Chris Mim, and now Vlade Divac coming right back in.
Well, it's good for the Kings to see Chris Mim go out. Obviously, Vlade still not probably in 100% shape. May take another 5-6 games to get his sharpness back.
Bad pass by Webber. That ball had no chance of getting there. 4 on 3. Bryant. That's just tremendous control in the air from Kobe Bryant. Kobe now with 12. 45-42. Stojakovic coming to the scorer's table. Jackson on a nice pass, and it won't go. Brad Miller set him up, but it rolled out. And that ball was kicked. And there's a timeout on the floor. Kobe Bryant.
Game here now, just stepping behind a pick, and they're shooting over the top of Vlade Divac for a 3. Now the great drive right at the basket using the left hand and the finish. Mike Bibby finds his running mate in the corner for another clean look for a long bomb, and Bobby puts it right in the middle. So Bobby definitely has it going down the open court. Pulls up, thinks he has a 3. It does have a toe on the line, but still knocks down a long 2. So you see the shooting stroke is back for Bobby Jackson and the Kings bench. With 19 points compared to the Lakers 12, and led by Bobby's 9 and on only 8 shots. So Kings bench doing their part.
Bobby Jackson now out of the ball game in 11 minutes of work. Christie, Miller, Webber, Stojakovic, Bibby. So the starters back in for the final 2:54. And the Lakers starters minus Mim as Divac is on the floor.
Well, you'd like to see this Kings team with get Mike Bibby and Brad Miller, get those strokes going a little bit. Confidence in their offensive games before half.
Christie stays in front of Kobe. Forced him into a tough shot.
Yeah, that was a very difficult shot. As you said, Doug Christie made him change it. Looked like twice. Nice when you can hang long enough to do that.
And Brad Miller, as Vlade got there late, and Brad Miller with only a 2nd field goal.
Well, that's something the Kings can do. Obviously, Vlade doesn't feel comfortable coming out on the floor, and Brad Miller's going to get that shot.
I talked to Vlade before the game at length, and he said, you know, obviously he's not in basketball shape. He said he's rusty. He misses there, and he had the ball off his hands. He said it's going to take a while. You know, with his back, he couldn't do much of anything, and he only played 5 minutes in his first game the other night.
Yeah, I think, you know, at best you're looking at 10 games before Vlade is really anywhere near where he wants to be. No preseason, nothing.
And that's off Lamar Odom, so it'll be Sacramento ball with 1:54 left.
Well, a great look. Again, Chris Webber found Mike Bibby for an open look, so Mike definitely struggling a little bit here early.
Mike Bibby goes to the elbow, drops it back for the wide open Brad Miller. That's just good offense, even though he missed the shot. Webber gets it back. Christie from inside the arc. And Sacramento has the lead back.
It looked like Kobe Bryant smacked Weber about 3 times. I guess they don't call those fouls if you've got number 8 on your back.
And Odom is an offensive foul. He ran right over Chris Weber. There's no doubt about that one.
Webb's starting to feel a little picked on now. He got whacked and smacked on one end and then plowed into on the other. Now here's Odom. See Webb, look, good movement of the feet. The position established. See Webb getting it done.
6th turnover for the Lakers.
Gets a set on for his efforts.
We approach 1 minute left here in the half. Bibby. Back for Weber. Gets by Vlade. Miller with the shot blocked from behind, and Odom has it. And a foul is called on Brad Miller. So free throws at the other end.
Boy, just a great interior pass from Weber. Miller not able to finish at the basket. Now watch this little look away, and there's Brad inside, but there's Lamar Odom anticipating and gets the ball on the way up. Brad, a little frustration foul.
So Lamar Odom to the stripe for the first time. Lakers 8 of 9 from the line here in the first half. And that looked ugly, and it was. Dolly Parton, the legendary performer, returns to the stage at Arco Arena. It's coming December 12th. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster or the Arco Arena box office. Come get close to the lady and the music, the incomparable Dolly Parton. December 12th in Sacramento. Divac's out, Cook in. Kings will fly home right after the ball game and host Minnesota on Sunday before hitting the road for games at Memphis and New Orleans Tuesday and Wednesday. And now we're tied once again at 46.
So Slava Medvedenko not getting any action yet for the Lakers.
He's
been hurt.
Yep. Stojakovic. Pacey got off to a quick start. He made his first 4 shots, and then he missed 3. And the foul there on Caron Butler. That's only the 3rd team foul, so Sacramento will inbound. Christie has an opening and hits. Doug Christie back-to-back baskets. Sacramento leads it by 2.
Kobe Bryant gave Doug a shot, and Doug took it.
Bryant gets a pick. Nice dunk by Butler.
Well, that was way too easy. There was just nobody rotating to the rim. I don't know. There's been a little bit of a breakdown in assignments there.
48-48. Bibby tees up a 3-ball. Mike Bibby quiet in the first half, only 5, but that gives Sacramento a 51-48 lead.
Well, that's a great sign, too, because Mike Bibby, you know, can go on a tear. It's just good to see him to get one to go right before the half.
Clock's basically the same. Bryant. Here's Cook. Christie. It will count if it goes. Oh, my goodness, was that close. Doug Christie just threw it up, and it almost fell. So we have completed one half of basketball here from the Staples Center. Kings and Lakers, it's 51-48 Sacramento. Well, Chris Minn, we talked about the Lakers at the beginning of the game. We didn't mention Chris Minn, but he had an outstanding first half.
Well, he did. He can step out and make shots. Reminds you a little of Miller in that regard. Now watch the hustle play around the basket. 7 foot and very long. The former Texas Longhorn sets a screen, moves well without the basketball. Just slips through a couple defenders here with some finishing ability at the basket. So Mim has been playing very well for this Laker team and certainly played extremely well in the first half.
Leading scorers in this basketball game, and for Sacramento, Weber with 10, and well-rounding scoring. You see Jackson Stojakovic with 9, Sangala 8, Bibby 5. Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant leads all scorers in this game with 14, and the rest of the Lakers.
Yeah, Kobe, we mentioned those 8 free throws, making 7. That's more. Kings only 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So Kobe Bryant getting to the line twice as much as the Kings, and he and Chris having some nice words.
All right, here we go. Lakers basketball. Atkins, Bryant, Min, Butler, and Odom. And it would help if they start the clock. So they'll do it again.
Now, if a guy got hurt without the clock started, would he'd actually been hurt? Actually, it wouldn't even counted, right?
No, absolutely. You would take the injury away.
You'd take the injury away
all over.
Yeah,
that's right. 51-48, and that's too easy. Karan Butler from Lamar Odom.
Well, Karan Butler just curled a low screen and got Pages Stojakovic trailing him on that play. So that was certainly a well-executed play by the Lakers, called at halftime.
Bibby, Christie, Weber, Miller, Stojakovic. Starting 5 on the floor here to the third. And that's a little touch foul on Atkins. Kings will inbound on the side.
Well, Kings really setting up that almost a triangle on the side there, where they like to split the post. Weber being the post, and Bibby and Pages Stojakovic doing the splitting. Very difficult to guard those 3 players.
Now Christie gets around the double, and Bryant made a nice recovery, or else Christie would have had a dunk.
Yeah, that's the quickness of Kobe Bryant, much like Doug Christie. Just 2 outstanding athletes. You think you've got one of them beat, and they can always come back and get you.
And a rebound, Odom. And the Lakers can retake the lead on this trip. Now Mim, that's a tough shot, and it hits. Wow, Chris Mim, that showed you something right there.
Yeah, it looked like Brad Miller defended about as well as you can, but as you said, extended well and got it over the top. So you know, Mim's just, I think, just one of those young guys just starting to find his game.
And Pager no good. And the Lakers quickly right back. They had that 52-51 lead. And Odom forced it, but look at that. The long arms, the athleticism, he got it back, but he stepped out of bounds. Well, that's fortunate there.
That was an amazing rebound by Lamar Odom. As you said, boy, those long arms looked like Weber had great position, went for the ball, but Odom at 6'10" and maybe even longer than that, able to get the ball.
Well, he does have some arms. You don't think he buys his clothes off the rack, do you?
He'd look kind of funny if he did.
Short. Christie bats it to Miller, and the Kings get it right back. And Chris Webber takes advantage of it. 12 points for Webb.
Boy, nice pass from Miller, but even better save by Doug Christie. As you said, that's just one of those athletic hustle plays that Doug does so well.
Kings and Lakers, the first of 4. They'll play in 3 weeks in Sacramento. Odom gets through the defense, missed it, tipped good. Weber thought there was basket interference, but Bennett Salvador said no.
The officials felt that the ball had actually come off and was below the rim. From this angle, it looked like that might have been correct. Kings slow to react, really should have went after it.
A lot of second chance opportunities for the Lakers in terms of offensive rebounds.
Get a good look at it here. You see Kobe being defended well. Now Odom able to get by Weber pretty easy there. Now puts the ball up, misses. Now is the ball off? Boy, that ball looked like it was on there on that from that look. Any part of the ball on the ring above the cylinder, that's offensive.
Pager missed it. So Stojakovic, Jerry, he made his first 4 shots. He's now missed 5 straight. Christie bumped Kobe, and for Doug Christie, it's his second foul. Sacramento with their team foul number 1, and now with 9:41 left in the third, the Lakers will inbound from the near side of the floor.
Ben Salvatore explaining to Rick that the ball was off the ring, but he didn't have the look we just had, because it certainly looked like there was some ball on that ring. I think Rick Adelman will be even more displeased when he sees the tape.
Mims sets the pick. Bryant. And that pass broken up and out of bounds off Chris Mim.
A good idea by Kobe, but when you bounce, throw those bounce passes, they gain speed as after they hit the floor, and that one just kind of ran away from Mim.
That's the 8th turnover for the Lakers. Shot clock now at 7. Nice pass to Miller, and the foul will send Brad Miller to the foul line. Good interior passing by Sacramento as the foul's on Mim, and that's his 4th.
Now watch this great passing here. Here's Chris Webber going to throw behind the back pass to Doug Christie, who immediately shovels it to Brad Miller. Brad takes it up tough, and you see the foul on Chris Mim as he just got all of Brad's body. Brad a little frustrated, just saying it's about time I got a call in there.
Now Brian Cook will come in. And another tie in this ball game. All right, we've seen this before, but now Mim out, Cook in. So how does this change the game around?
Well, I think it really hurts the Lakers defensively. I mean, Cook not a good interior defender, so the Kings can really go inside. Now, obviously, Cook may even spread the defense more on the other side, because this guy's a great perimeter shooter. So, but all in all, the Kings have to be happy to have Chris Mim off the court.
And another lead change. That's the 8th lead change of this ball game, and it's 55-54. Bryant now isolated on Christie. Wow, that is impressive. Not many players from the league can do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably the only other one that maybe can on any kind of consistent basis plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But now watch this, Doug Christie trying to establish some position. May have got pushed a little bit. Once he did, then Kobe just goes right to the rim. Another look at it here as it just explodes by. But boy, this guy is a handful.
And Kobe Bryant has 17.
And Rick Allen saying that, and especially he's tough to guard if you don't get any calls. It looked like Doug had pretty good position there.
57-55 Lakers. Bibby. Mike Bibby. And the lead right back to Sacramento.
Well, Mike Bibby feeling like that stroke is coming his way now. And if we just get Peja Stojakovic back in the offensive flow.
10th lead change. Bryant spinning. Foul. And Doug Christie has picked up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, that's one of those plays there we were just talking about after we get a good look at Mike Bibby taking his shot. Brad Miller, nice screen. Mike has a chance just to zero in on it. And boy, that was beautiful right in the middle. But now watch, Doug's done a good job on Kobe. Goes for the ball there. Really was going to take a tough shot. Had defended him very well. That's one of those plays you want to say, go ahead and make the shot if you can.
And the second miss of the line for Kobe Bryant. He's 8 of 10. Again, Doug Christie with his 3rd foul.
There's so many guys that Doug can block their shot or make the steal, but Kobe, you're not going to get too many on him. But you said so many times, it's such an action-reaction game. What you do as a habit kind of comes back on you regardless of who you're playing.
Our 7th tie of the game. Kobe Bryant picks up the foul. That's the 13th foul on the Lakers. First foul on Kobe Bryant.
Kobe's explaining to the official that you're not supposed to call foul unless I approve it.
3rd quarter action here from Los Angeles. Sacramento back home Sunday to take on the T-Wolves. Christie inside the 3-point circle. I'll tell you, that shot looks very good. Those last 3 outside jumpers have been pure for Doug Christie, and he's got 6.
Well, no question. As the season's progressed and Doug's got some minutes, his shooting has come right along with the rest of his game.
And Cook the 3-pointer. And the Lakers go back on top. That's the 11th lead change of this basketball game.
Well, it's clear that Brian Cook, you've got to get out and defend that 3. Make him put the ball on the floor.
Cook's the 2nd leading scorer for the Lakers with 11. Bibby. High layup, too high off the window. Numbers developing, and now the Kings in transition. Fair to pick up Bryant, and he hits the 3-pointer. Nobody picked up Kobe Bryant. And Rick Adams furious. Bryant all by himself, and the Lakers have a 64-60 lead. Kobe Bryant has...
When you're in transition like that, it's tough to get to everybody, but the first guy you want to get to is Mr. Bryant.
Sacramento basketball down 4 now.
That's the thing with this Laker team now. Everybody on the floor can shoot 3-pointers. Caron Butler, maybe not as good except in the corners, but they're all capable. So it really spreads the floor.
And Chris Webber was fouled, and that is the 4th Laker team foul. So the Kings will go to the line after the next foul.
Boy, I sure like seeing the Kings going inside to Chris. Really, the Lakers do not match up with him inside at all.
That's a 3rd foul on Lamar Odom. Be interesting to see if Odom would get a 4th foul quickly. And there's Brad Miller with a shot block. Here come the Lakers in transition. Butler from 17 feet. And Brad Miller with the rebound for Sacramento.
One of Brad's weaknesses, he does so many things well, but he's not able to finish around the basket as well as you'd like him, because he gets a lot of shots blocked.
And nope, he'll have to earn it from the foul line, and now the Lakers are in the penalty for the rest of the quarter. Well, Caron Butler picks up the foul. That's his second.
Now watch this nice little pick and roll. Brad taking it strong to the basket. Now puts it high on the rim on the backboard in order to keep it from getting blocked. So, you know, Brad's always making adjustments. Very smart player.
Sacramento now 7 of 7 from the line in this contest. Lakers out rebounding the Kings 30-22. We always like to keep you up to date on the rebounding story. And Miller misses the second. First miss for the night. Bryant. And Kobe Bryant has 23.
Well, just a solo exhibition there. Kobe right to the ring, up over the top of everybody.
It looks like he just defies gravity.
Yeah, just so quick and so athletic.
And Stojakovic gets back on track. Stojakovic, Jerry, had missed 5 straight before making that.
Yeah, that's a great look. Again, a nice little two-man game with Chris Webber setting the screen. So hopefully Page has his stroke back. That could change his game's look.
Odom. Nice setup by Atkins.
Well, Atkins able to penetrate past Mike Bibby, drew Webber off his man, and of course that was the man that became open.
Lakers having a very productive quarter, 8 of 11. And Stojakovic will go to the line. Caron Butler held him up.
Get a good look at the athleticism. Kobe splits the double team, then goes right at Webb, and then just the hang time to get away from C. Webb. So he really went through 2 defenders and then over 1. Now here's Odom, who just gets the pass from Chucky Atkins, as Atkins able to penetrate easily right in the paint.
You know what was impressive about that Kobe Bryant replay? It's almost like he changes directions in midair. He was coming right at Webb and yet moved enough so he wouldn't get called for a charge.
Yeah, when he left it seemed like when he left the floor, he was in front of the basket, and the time he shot the ball, he was to the side. Now that, I don't know how you do that. I mean, he's got.
He must have a rudder or something.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say we have to take his jersey off. There may be you know, a fin of some type sticking up there. But wow, what a marvelous player!
Absolutely. 68-65. Bryant has a game high 23. And rebounded by Webber. Kings look to run. 2-on-2. Now the trailer is Christie. He'll set up Stojakovic. Caron Butler did a nice job to get on Peja quickly, and he'll send him to the line. That's not what you want to do if you're the Lakers. Give Stojakovic free throw opportunities.
Boy, you hit it, though. Caron Butler did a marvelous job staying with Peja. Covered him on one side of the floor, stayed with him as Peja ran to the baseline, and the Kings were really looking for Peja. They wanted to give him the ball, but Butler took it away. And then, after doing a great job, then kind of got caught with a silly foul.
4th foul on Caron Butler. And Sacramento now 10 of 11 from the line. Jones coming in for Butler.
Well, Jones a good shooter as well. Probably not as athletic a player as Caron Butler, so Peja might be able to free up a little easier here.
(68-67). Kings within a point. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Christie right up on Bryant. Bryant splits the Sacramento defense. Fouled, no. Chris Webber got him. And so 2 more free throws for Bryant. He's 9 of 11.
Yeah, Bryant has that rare ability to just hang until he draws contact. Here again, splits the double team again. And really, Webber there wasn't much contact there. Chris trying to say, now what did I do? Really, he was there, just raised his arm. But invariably in this league, the player that the offensive player does almost invariably get those calls.
First free throw, no good. Chris Webber having a prolonged conversation in front of us with Bennett Salvador. And this is the second free throw. You got to get in the game right now.
Yeah, I think he certainly frustrated about the last call, but
yeah, but the game's going to.
Yeah,
this free throw's alive.
It isn't changing. It's not going to change. You know, whether he likes the call or not, it's not going to get any different. 69-67, Lakers. Webber looking.
Stojakovic now with Jermaine Jones guarding. This is a tough shot. See, that's a force. Brad Miller rebound and put it in the book. Send him to the line. Brad Miller, and we are tied at 69-69 with 5:04 left third quarter.
Well, Kings fortunate there based on the real hustle play of Brad Miller. You see the ball come off Miller right there, and you see Bryant looks like he's trying to only block the shot. Looked like he could, but Miller just stepping inside, takes the ball up strong, gets the foul call off Odom. But really, Page had to take a tough shot, maybe a bad shot. Fortunately, Kings benefit.
No good. Rebound Odom, so we stay tied at 69.
Now, Brad really didn't pull the trigger on that one. That went up really short all the way.
Bryant looking, finds Lamar Odom at the foul line. Odom hangs. No. And that is going to be interference, and the Kings will get it back as the foul called, the loose ball variety, and so the Kings will send Darius Ngile in.
Now watch as Lamar Odom puts his ball up, and Brian Cook comes from outside. You see the inside position by Brad Miller, and Cook just goes over the top.
Yep. I thought at first they were going to call no foul and just basket interference, but as you could clearly see, he might have done both. But
yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I think he absolutely did both.
Well, Slava Medvedenko is going to come in.
Well, Medvedenko's siding with him. He's a good basketball player. He's been hurt.
Yes, he has.
So this is a guy who can certainly help this team as well. Lakers have a very deep bench now.
He can shoot the ball. Body very alert. He's saying that they got the wrong guy on the line. And now Body's saying it's Chris Webber that was fouled. Send Chris to the line.
Well, it wasn't Bibby and it wasn't Christie. Either one. So,
and Christie hits. Slava Medvedenko has played only 2 minutes this season.
Yeah. Yeah, Page is having a really good look at Vlade. He knows he got Kings got by with one there.
Chris had a big smile on his face too after talking with Vlade. An 8-1 run for the Kings, 71-69. That's the 12th lead change of the ball game. Bryant blocked by Christie, and it will stay Laker ball with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Doug, that's just great defense there. Kobe Bryant felt he could draw a foul as a little ball fake. Now watch him lean in here. Doug doesn't go for it and then just smacks it away.
71-69. Bryant hangs. Bryant connects, and the game is tied at 71.
Doug may be dinged up a little bit, trying to see if the legs still work.
Weber, nope. Too high for him. That pass just out of the reach of Chris Webber. And now it's the Lakers' turn to try to get the lead. Oh, boy, in front of us. That's big dozen for Atkins. Chucky Atkins took a big spill coming around the corner. And now Ngile and Kobe Bryant get tangled up.
Well, Chucky Atkins fell just where Doug Christie had fallen before and slipped. And you'll see Kobe Bryant again drawing the foul. And
Darius picking up the foul. Well, Bryant right back to the line where he's 10 of 13 in this ball game. And a chance to give the Lakers the lead with 4:06 left, third quarter. Kobe now 7 of 12 floor, 11 of 14 line. That adds up to 27 points.
Rick Adelman, Doug Christie, both very frustrated with the opportunities that Kobe's being presented at the line.
And Webber with 3. Now, Rick Adelman asked Bill Kennedy, says, I'm trying to ask you a question, and you're walking away. Bill Kennedy said, that's the safest thing to do.
Well, if you don't really have an answer. You know, and I think that's what Rick feels. And
well, there's going to be more free throws for the Kings. That one was on Jones. So, Jerry, the reason why the Kings have made up the lead, and even though they trail by 1, but they've been getting to the line a lot here in this third quarter.
Yeah, it really has balanced out a little bit. Other than the Kings putting Kobe on the line, Lakers really not getting there, but Kings scoring points at the free throw line.
Well, the Kings were only at the line 4 times in the first half, and now they're 14 of 16. So a big difference here in the third quarter. 12 free throws already.
Yeah, the Lakers really had about 4 quick fouls there in about the first 4 minutes of third quarter, and that really has helped the Kings.
So 2 more for Stojakovic, and Sacramento now 15 of 17. And they have the lead back. So we have had now 14 lead changes in this game. Slava Medvedenko posting on Weber. Now to Cook, baseline pop.
Yeah, Cook seems to shoot better from 25 than he does from 10 or 12.
And here's Webb from 20. Chris Webber had the point guard look there. He wasn't going to pass the ball. He knew he could get that shot to fall. And Webb's starting to get his game on track in terms of his scoring. He got off to a great start. And now Webb has 14 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, doing all the things well. But Chris also not only made that jumper and had a few words to say to a fan there on the front court.
Christie leaning on Bryant. Sangala comes over to help Jermaine Jones. The 3 is no good. And Bibby with the rebound. Christie is open on the wing. 75-72. They doubled Christie. Weber from the outside. Chris Webber. Timeout. Rudy T and the Lakers. 2:48 left third quarter. And Chris Webber now has 16. And the Kings lead 77-72.
Thanks very much. You know, the offseason for the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant made no mistake about it. He wanted to be known as the man. He got his wish. They totally remake the roster. They get rid of Shaquille O'Neal, and now Kobe gets the bulk of the looks offensively. Numbers-wise, it looks pretty good for him. He averages 28 points per game. But take a look at the breakdown in games in which the Lakers win versus games in which they lose, what Kobe's output versus the rest of the starters' output means. Kobe scores a little bit more in the losses, a little less in the wins. Remember, the starters also getting involved, averaging almost 54 points a game in the games in which they win. Lakers, by the way, 4-1 over the last 5 ball games. Kobe's still scoring well, right at his season average, but the rest of the starters doing a good job in scoring on top of that. One thing Kobe has tried to do all season long, and I know it's the early start to the season, is get everyone involved. He does that in the first 24 minutes. Second 24 minutes, it's his time. He gets to do what he wants. We've already seen in this second half, guys. Lakers like to clear it out for number 8. He's had a solid third quarter. Grant and Jerry, back to you guys.
All right, Jim, appreciate it. As you look at Laker owner Jerry Buss and Kobe Bryant, who Jim was just talking about, leading all scorers with 27.
Well, just doing everything with the basketball. See the quickness. Doug Christie had good position, but Kobe able to power through him and then get the finish now in transition. Knocks down a 3. Now splits a double team out high, and the hang time gets away from C. Webb with a nice fadeaway. So you see the amazing athletic ability and just all-around skill of Kobe Bryant, why he is one of the premier players in the league.
During that last time out, I was eavesdropping on Jack Nicholson and Bobby Jackson, and Jack said to Bobby, goes, "You haven't been in a while." Bobby goes, "I know, I can't control that." And Jack goes, "Well, I hope you've cooled off."
Yeah,
he goes, "No, I'm not going to cool off."
Well, Jack has he gets his money's worth if it's possible for those seats.
For $1,500 a night.
I'm not sure you can, but if it's possible, he does.
All right, the Kings have a chance to build on to that lead at 77-72. Asia, and that's an offensive foul. Moving screen on Sangala, and so the turnover. Not many for the Kings. They've done a nice job, and actually both teams. That's the 7th Sacramento turnover.
Yeah, it's been a very well played game. I think that this is one of those games where it's just it's good players playing. Doug trying to take the ball out of Kobe's hands as much as possible. Just about impossible to do that when a team focuses on getting one player the ball.
Now a switch defensively. Lakers have missed 6 of their last 7. Jones at 3. And Jermaine Jones hits a big basket.
Well, Jermaine Jones, again, another good shooter. Kind of one of the reasons that Kareem Rush really hasn't played much this year with Caron Butler and Jermaine Jones.
77-75. Asia, right back to Webb. Weber against Slava Medvedenko. Draws the foul. That's a experienced move right there by Chris Webber to get to the foul line.
Yeah, Rudy Tomjanovich is not happy with that, and very similar to what we saw Kobe kind of get by with, a little bit of ball fake. You get the defender up. Now, as he steps away, so he got the defender up, and then Chris leans back into him. In that case, Medvedenko was moving in the direction of the offensive player. That's really why he was called for the foul, and he went straight up. It shouldn't have been called a foul,
but he didn't. That was a clear foul. You know, that's part of the rust on a guy that hasn't played a lot.
Yeah, you know, and really, I think that's one of the things officials really are trying to clean up a little bit too. That there is a principle of verticality. That the defender, if you go straight up and the offensive player fakes you out and jumps into you, it's still not a foul on you. It should be a foul on them.
And Sacramento doing a marvelous job at the line. They're 17 of 19.
Well, this team has made free throws all year, and you know, that's probably one area where Vlade Divac wasn't a real good player, and in that regard, he was never a great free throw shooter.
The officials almost got in the way of that pass. Bill Kennedy had to move out of the way at the last minute. Medvedenko. Webber with a rebound, and that's his 13th. Dangerous pass. What a pass and catch to Christie. Oh, you know, like that, you know, like NBA basketball. That's a 90-foot pass on the money from Webber to Christie in traffic.
Chris Webber knows he just made a spectacular play. Joe Montana to Jerry Rice.
Wow. Oh, boy. I mean, that's incredible. Sacramento with the 81-75 lead under a minute. Three ball in and out. Cook. Who wants it? Who wants it? Cook, foul, basket, count.
What's just great pass from Chris Webber. Rebound under control. Sees Doug Christie, just leads him perfectly, and in stride, 90 feet, and Doug with the finish. Now here's the last one. Peja Stojakovic really should have had this ball. Didn't get it. Brian Cook does, and gets an opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, you're exactly right. Before the foul, we didn't have the shot, but Peja had an opportunity to get that ball, and he didn't do it, and it may cost the Kings 3 points.
Well, it's one of those things that when you're inside there's just certain balls you have to get. Certainly he was trying to get it, but that at the end of the day, you just got to get some of those rebounds where you have the inside position.
Brian Cook has a season-high 14. 2 more for Chris Webber, who has even 20, I believe.
Boy, Webb is just doing it all here. Boy, that last pass, I still can't get over that. I mean, there's just not, you know, half dozen power forwards in history of the game could have made that play.
Well, they didn't give Webber on our monitor credit for that basket, but we'll leave it at 20. Now they switch it. 20 points now for Webber. Big sequence here because the Kings will have the ball to start the fourth. Biggie! Plenty of time left. He's got help. Here's Barnes, and Sacramento is flying here at the Staples Center. 85-78.
Boy, Mike Bibby, nice defense. Stepped in there on Kobe, got the steal.
This could be a big stop for Sacramento. Oh, my. They call a foul on Barnes with 2.4 left. And remember, the Kings will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Wow.
Well, it's just one of those plays. Matt Barnes felt he could make a play there, but probably Rick Alleman was saying, hey, you know, just play sound defense. The clock's helping you here.
I still cannot get over that pass from Chris Webber to Doug Christie. 90 feet on the money. Just a little slingshot motion.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, that. He makes that look easy. I mean, there's 18,000 people here, and I don't think very many knew exactly what kind of a great play that was. You know, they may not see that again this year.
85-79. The Kings again with 2.4 to try to get a shot off. Doug Christie working overtime here in the third, trying to keep down Kobe Bryant. Christie. Oh, a good look for Christie. Christie, this is a three at the horn. Oh, and Doug Christie has almost hit 2 long balls at the end of quarters, but not that time. And so Sacramento will have the ball back when we start the fourth. They lead it 85-80, shooting just under 50% here at the Staples Center. Back here live in Los Angeles, Sacramento looking for the 7th consecutive win. And they have an 85-80 lead, and Chris Webber was outstanding in that 3rd quarter.
He really carried his team, doing a little bit of everything. Nice hustle play. Brad Miller gets Webber the ball, and Webber knocking down that elbow jumper. Now a little point forward action. Stepping back, knocking down another long bomb. Has a stroke going. Here Doug Christie penetrates, can't find anybody. Back to C-Webb, clock running down, and C-Webb again stroking the ball. But boy, the numbers are there tonight, just doing everything. 20 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Those are major star numbers, and C-Webb is playing like a major star.
So 12 minutes left. Sacramento will have Bobby Jackson in, Bibby, Barnes, Stojakovic, and Webber. We'll give you the Laker lineup when they touch the ball with the game. 5-point Sacramento lead.
Oh, take that, Bobby!
10 on the 24. A lot of standing going on right now. Shot clock at 3, and Webber too hard off the glass. It's Bryant, Brown, Kareem Rush, Jermaine Jones, and Brian Cook.
Yeah, Kings really with Brown guarding Jackson and Cook guarding Webber. Really, you could do some two-man stuff there. Certainly play away from Kobe Bryant, who's an outstanding defender.
First foul in this 4th quarter for Sacramento.
Now you see Matt Barnes guarding Kobe Bryant, staying right there.
That's the 4th foul for Barnes. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get in a penalty quickly here in the 4th quarter. Bryant. Kobe Bryant has 29, 85-82.
Well, just a marvelous one-on-one effort to the basket through everybody.
The Lakers shooting 41%.
Matt Barnes is really doing about all you can with a guy like Kobe. He and Doug Christie have really put out the great effort.
Stojakovic posting. Jumper is short. Rebound Cook. Not a lot of movement in the Kings offense here to start the 4th quarter. Now the ball movement. Jones, fadeaway baseline pop is good.
Well, Jones has come in and he has been a factor offensively and defensively. He's done a nice job on Page as well.
85-84. The lead is now 1. Stojakovic foul. Nope. Going for that rare 4-point opportunity. But he will now get 3 free throws, and Pacer Stojakovic with a chance to add on to his total.
Now watch this spin move here, just spinning through Webber. Matt Barnes not quick enough to close the trap there and using the left hand. Now watch as Page comes off there. You'll see that really Jones was trying to avoid the foul, but got the legs of Page Stojakovic as he shot the jump shot.
Stojakovic from the line, 6 of 6.
Well, Page using a little bit of the old world be free Eddie Johnson, kind of throw out your legs and draw some fouls.
I want to tell you that McDonald's and Sports 1140 KHTK Kings for 3 ticket packs for the January 13th Kings Jazz game will only be available for sale at the McDonald's restaurant in Galt on Wednesday, December 8th from 4 to 9. Call 916-45-KINGS or visit kings.com for complete information. Stojakovic now 19 points.
Well, Page is so tough to guard because of his range. That time Jones really running at him hard because he knew that Page wanted to shoot the long ball.
And Page rattles that one home, and Stojakovic has 20. He and Webber have combined for 40 points. 88-84. Bryant shakes free. I don't know how you stop him.
Well, you can't stop that. That's just a great player making a shot. But I like what the Kings are trying to do there. Shoot the basketball. Don't put him on the line. Try to keep him out of the paint.
31 for Kobe. Bibby gets by Bryant. And oh, what a shot by Mike Bibby. How did that go in? And a foul.
Kobe Bryant will get a good look at Kobe first. A little move against Matt Barnes using a screen from Brian Cook, and just knocks down the jumper. Now watch this spectacular circus shot. Mike Bibby draws the contact and just a little flip spin. Another look. Now he knows he's going to get hit. Brings the ball back. A little spin off the glass. I mean, don't try this at home, kids. You might throw a shoulder out doing that. I mean, oh my, Mike Bibby.
And he hits the free throw. 91-86. Weber out. Brad Miller in. Sacramento 21 of 23 from the line with 10 minutes left, fourth quarter.
Well, we have seen a little bit of everything tonight. What a fun game this has been.
And Jackson off the steal. And he was fouled. And what a terrible call by Bennett Salvador. That's flat out awful. Absolutely awful.
Bobby Jackson had the steal, was grabbed.
He was grabbed by Kareem Rush. Terrible. Absolutely awful. That cost the Kings a basket. 91-86. Chris Mim back in for the LA Lakers. I mean, really, that's not only a missed call, but that cost the Kings a basket.
Yeah, Bobby had the ball, was on his way, as you said, for a layup, was absolutely grabbed by Kareem Rush. Good play on Rush's part because he saved the basket, but I'm sure he expected a foul.
That's a 4-point swing right there. 91-88. Stojakovic wide open, nobody on him, and he missed it. Rebound Barnes. Now Bibby. Here's a three. Oh boy, you won't get two better looks than that, Jared. And it's going to be a Laker basketball, and Rudy T wants a timeout. We're in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Lakers. Sacramento on top, 91-88.
Ends up being another opportunity for the Lakers.
But as you said, Sacramento still has to lead. Fourth quarter action, and you got to get the feeling this game's going down to the final minute.
Well, both teams, they've got some great players. Both teams, I think, playing very well. Obviously, Kobe's got his A game going. C. Webb getting a little better ball movement now by the Kings. Mike Bibby's made some spectacular plays. So it's going to come right down the wire. Let's face it, it's Kings-Lakers.
That's right. 9:21 left. Barnes stays in with Bibby, Jackson, Miller, and Stojakovic. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, Mim is into the game. Kareem Rush, Kobe Bryant, Jermaine Jones, and Terry Brown. Laker basketball down 3. Chris Webber still getting that rest here in the fourth after playing the entire third quarter.
Now, Rick would like to be able to keep the lead and keep Chris there for another couple of minutes.
Now in traffic. 10 on the 24. Bibby slaps the ball away. Nice play by Bibby. And the Lakers have turned it over for the 10th time. Now it's Barnes. In and out and back in. Matt Barnes with the basket. And he's contributed with 6 points. He's made all 3 of his shots.
Well, and doing a nice job defensively and getting on the board as well. So Matt has come up big here as well. Did not hesitate a second on that shot.
They look for Bryant and find him. Now Mim one-on-one with Brad Miller. And the foul is on Brad Miller.
Well, here again, looks like Brad, we see Matt Barnes, a nice ball movement. And here again, Matt's really been working on his shooting and feeling calm here now. Now watch Brad Miller. His hands are up. You see the offensive player just really take the ball into the defender.
So tell us why that's a foul on Brad Miller, would you please?
The reason it is because it was called. There is no way you can otherwise. I mean, simply the defender is allowed to be somewhere. And that's all really Brad Miller was somewhere, and the offensive player took the ball into him.
You know, if his arms are not straight up in the air and they're forward, I understand that. But his arms were straight in the air. 93-89 as that free throw missed by Chris Mim. Kings with the 4-point lead on the road. Lakers have been able to get inside on Sacramento. Bobby has some space. Bobby Jackson puts it in.
Oh, Bobby just exploded to the basket, and then he used a little miniature Kobe-like move with the hang time there, and kind of looked over Jack Nicholson.
Just looked over here and gave us the wow, you know. We see it every night, Jack. And the Lakers can't answer. Mike Bibby with the rebound, and Sacramento up 6.
Mike Bibby doing the job defensively and on the board.
Bobby a 3. And a rebound taken by Jones. So the Kings can't capitalize on a big lead, and Mim in traffic, and Helena from the line. He was fouled. Foul is called on Mike Bibby.
Good look at Bobby Jackson's drive here. Just explodes into the paint and the body control, and then puts it over the front of the rim.
Look at Jack and Bobby. Jack's now standing up. He's getting in on this. He loves the way Bobby Jackson plays. He's like, we're listening to this entire conversation, and it's been a real treat all night.
Well, Jack's, Jack's helping out. He's pumping Doug Christie up, and going there and play bad. Jack loves his Lakers, but he really is a knowledgeable fan.
Well, he loves sports. As Chris Webber said, he's a big baseball fan, big Yankee fan.
Oh, I hate to hear that. That's, boy, he's 0 for 2 then, man. Golly, Laker fan, Yankee fan, man.
95.
I may not go to any more of his movies. I'm an all-time fan. Although Pritzy's Honor wasn't very good. Told him that one.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you told him that. All right, here's Mim, and a chance to cut the lead to 4. So Chris Mim now has made 3 of 4 line, 5 of 9 from the floor. He's got 13, 95-91. We're in the 4th quarter here from Los Angeles. Sacramento has won 6 straight. Weber. And does not get the roll this time. Miller is fouled by Mim. Oh, I beg your pardon. They called the foul on Brad Miller. It's on Brad Miller. And Brad, got to be careful. I don't know how that's a foul on Brad Miller, but that's the call. Now, Brad Miller needs to walk away from the official. This is no time to get a technical.
Well, get a good look at it. Now, Brad Miller's got inside position here. Just really outworks. He's got the ball. The foul is on Mim.
I'll tell you one thing. The Kings have absolutely been robbed here in the 4th quarter. The Bobby Jackson non-call. The foul on Brad at the other end of the floor, and that call. Absolutely terrible. And it comes out to Jones. And there's Odom, no. And now a foul is called finally on the Lakers. Foul on Chris Mim, and that's his 5th foul. 5th foul on Mim. And Jerry, that's the 14th foul. I believe on the Lakers. They're slow to put it on the board. They say their 13th foul. I beg your pardon.
The Kings rebounding is going to have to pick up here a little bit, doing everything else very well. Got to rebound the ball better.
Stojakovic. And here's Kobe Bryant. One shot and out for Sacramento, and now Bryant works on Bobby Jackson. Bryant has 33 for the game. Here comes Christie to double. Atkins a 3-ball. Offensive rebound, Lakers. (95-91) as we approach the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Bad pass, and the Kings come up with it. Jackson. Here's Pager with a corner 3. Weber, and the Kings now will slow it up a little bit.
So good judgment, Chris Webber. Boy, Page has just had a couple of gorgeous looks, especially that one. He can't believe he missed that one.
Well, Jerry, he started 4 of 4. Right now he's 5 of 15. That's short. Webber was skating away from the basket, Jerry. You notice when he took that shot, he was moving away from the hoop.
Well, right now, Kings just really need to find some way of getting some good, clean shots. Probably a little 2-man game, maybe involving Bobby Jackson. Chris Webber might be the ticket. Sacramento 3 of 12 here in the 4th quarter, and a lot of those shots have been open looks. Mim is fouled by Webber, and Chris Webber picks up his 4th foul. And Jerry, that's the 15th foul, so the Lakers are going to shoot free throws for the rest of the game with 5:36 left. Timeout. Going to the wire here in L.A. Yeah, Kings really just got to find a way to get their offense flowing again. Rick Allen, I'm sure, maybe went over some ways of maybe getting some easier looks, a little more ball movement. Although, as we said, Page had some awfully good shots. All right, Mim at the line. He's 3 of 4. The Lakers as a team, 19 of 25.
Again, Mim with 5 fouls. 95-92. Christie, Jackson, Stojakovic, Sandala, and Weber. Bryant out there with Atkins, Mim, Jones, and Lamar Odom. Cook is at the scores table waiting to come in. 2-point game. Sacramento has gone 240 and counting without scoring. Weber gets right by Mim. Weber, nope. Sandala, Weber, block. Weber gets it back, no. And finally it's Mim who cleared out Sandala for the rebound.
Well, you can't have many more great chances than that. Chris had a couple of gorgeous opportunities, couldn't get it to go.
Bryant looking to tie the game. And he'll go to the line, and the Kings will watch Kobe Bryant try to tie the game. And he's 11 of 15 from the foul line as Cook now comes in for Mim. 4th foul on Doug Christie.
Well, you see just the quickness of Kobe just exploding to the basket. Darius Sangala reaching in there at the end.
And Kobe Bryant makes it 95-94. I'm laughing because Jack Nicholson stood up to that official there and said, the coach wants to say something to you. He won't talk to Rick out of it. So Jack getting into the game a little bit.
Yeah, Jack's trying to interject and help out. You know, always trying to be helpful. But right now, the Kings, if Jack wants to be helpful, he's going to have to help him get a field goal here because the team has been struggling. Boy, great looks by Chris on some hustle plays.
Mike Bibby will check in at the next whistle. Bobby, block. Brian Cook blocked it. Lakers looking for the lead. Bryant, a 3. And just like that, the Lakers have a 98-95 lead. The Lakers get the big shot. Timeout, Sacramento.
In this Kings team, so you know, they're capable of 4 or 5 in a row, and certainly have struggled from the 3-point line. You know that could still become a big weapon here before this game's over.
4 minutes, 39 seconds left, and again the Kings are in the penalty. The Lakers only have 3 team fouls. It's the first Lakers lead since the 4:06 mark of the 3rd quarter. Chris looks at the clock. Finally, a basket for Sacramento.
Boy, nice patience. Nobody forced a situation. Chris Webber able to get one-on-one against Odom and use that half hook. That's certainly the Kings have an advantage there. They must go to it.
I think the key here is how many times will Kobe Bryant go to the line before the game's over. Right now he's been there 17 times, and with 4:02 left, he'll have 2 more chances.
Get a good look. See, cleared out the whole one side of the floor. See Webb against Lamar Odom, backs him down to about 8 foot, uses that half hook. And of course, on the other end, Kobe Bryant back at the line.
And this is where you get killed in the game. Final minutes, and you have a guy like Kobe who just continually gets to the foul line.
Yeah, you know, one thing I don't know what the answer is, but I know you just can't really try to steal the ball from him. You're just not going to get those calls, and you're going to see him right back there at the line.
Better chance of hoping he misses the shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to make them all. Obviously, he's a less than 50% shooter.
Yeah, well, he's shooting 40% this year. Well, there's 2 more.
But his productivity comes because he gets to the line so much, and that's really his ability to get to the lines why the Lakers are ahead.
100-97. Let's see if they double Chris. Stojakovic comes by. Stojakovic attacks the basket, and he puts it up and in.
Well, nice strong move by Peja. Went all the way under the basket, took the made the basket allow him to keep him getting the shot block, and took it up strong.
Bryant splits the defense. Here's a 3 by Atkins. That's one way to stop Bryant. Hope that he passes the ball.
Yeah, that's another. Well, maybe the best play. Just double him, get it out of his hands.
So now the Kings can take the lead. Weber Did not get it. Brad Miller made a careless pass, and the Kings turned over for only the 8th time, but it's a big turnover. Offensive foul on Atkins. And the Kings now get it.
Excellent play, Mike Bibby. Nice positioning and also able to sell it as you see Atkins' hand come out. Mike Bibby gets in front, establishes a little bit of position. You see that right hand go out front there. That's a clear foul. Bennett Salvatore official. Good call.
Kings need to apply the pressure on the Lakers. They lead it. The Lakers do by a point. We have nearly 3 minutes left in the ball game. No good. And Kobe Bryant has it. Bryant. Odom. Three-point game.
Well, Kobe Bryant just spinning and whirling. Just showing an amazing quickness, able to penetrate, finds Lamar Odom for an excellent attempt. Boy, he's just making every play now.
7th triple-double of this season for Lamar Odom. 102.99. Stojakovic. This is for the top. Air ball. Loose ball foul. It's on Kobe, or is it on Cook? It's on Cook. That's the 4th team foul, so the Kings will inbound.
Watch Kobe Bryant just leave his feet. A little soft pass right into Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom able to make the shot. So Kobe making every play, seems like, on both ends of the floor.
Cook with the foul, his 3rd. 40 for Bryant, 7 and 7 to go along with the rebounds and the assists. Sacramento down to 2:20 left, 4th quarter. The next foul will send the Kings to the line. And a rebound, Cook. Chris Webber now missing 2 straight. Sacramento 5 of 22 in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left. Kobe Bryant wants Cook to set a screen. Jones 5 to shoot. Jones with the side pop. Rebound Miller.
Well, getting the ball out of Kobe's hand gives you some chance. I mean, Jones had a pretty good look there, no question.
Here's a 3 for Christie, and we're tied. Doug Christie with a big shot, and it's 102-102. And Doug Christie with another big shot late in a ball game.
Well, Doug Christie's got the stroke going. Boy, Brad Miller turned down a good shot himself to give Christie a better one.
Bryant. Jermaine Jones, a corner 3. Boy, has he been big off the Laker bench.
He really has. When Ron Butler went out, really felt that maybe the Lakers would miss him. Jermaine Jones has more than made up for Ron Butler. Has been a problem both ends of the floor.
105-102. 12 ties in this ball game. 15 lead changes. Chris Bibby a 3, and he ties it again. How about Mike Bibby, who looked like he was bumped a little bit? Bobby Jackson loves it. And with a minute left, it's a new ball game.
Oh, great focus by Mike Bibby. As you said, looked like he got hit on the lower part of his leg. Didn't affect his shot.
So Mike Bibby with a big 3. And there's a foul. Is that, what are they calling that, Jerry? Bennett Salvatore calling Doug Christie on a flagrant foul. 2 shots in the ball. You got to be kidding me.
Let's see if we can see what he's calling here. You see Doug Christie. Well, he says that Doug just threw Brian Cook down.
That's a flagrant foul. With the game tied at 105. Now it's 106-105. And now the Kings will play defense.
Get another look. Well, he certainly shoved him. Looked like Brian Cook may have sold that as well. But, boy, tough break for the Kings.
Lakers ball. When we come back, they lead it by a point. And Doug Christie calling for the flagrant. 1 of 2 from the line by Cook. Here's another look.
Well, you see Kobe Bryant coming off the screen. There's Cook setting the screen. Now, certainly all we see is Cook go down. Doug Christie trying to run through that screen. Ben Salvatore felt that Doug Christie maybe far too active on trying to get through that screen, and maybe put his, all we could do is see a foul. No question about the foul.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a Lakers ball out of bounds. 52 seconds left. And Kobe Bryant's been passing the ball a lot lately. I got to figure he's not going to pass the ball here.
Well, King's doing a much better job of attacking him, Kobe, and trying to get the ball out of his hands. So King's defensively doing a much better job, and that's really about your only hope. You got to almost send the second guy at him.
Christie now with 5 fouls on him. The boos are because the scoreboard just showed a Kings fan in the stands. Well, there you go. Sacramento when scoring 100 points, 6-1 this year. 0-3 when under 100, but it's right now 106-105.
Well, it comes down to some defensive stops and a big rebound. Kings have really got to obviously know where Kobe Bryant is, but it's as important get the ball back.
Sacramento 2 and a 20. Christie knocks it out of bounds.
Well, Doug, even with 5, he's going to play all out. That's how Doug plays.
Atkins. Look at Christie and Bryant. Bryant shoving a little bit on Christie. They're battling. Brad Miller sets a pick or comes over off the pick, and now Stojakovic steals the ball and is fouled. Jerry, that will be free throws. And now Peja Stojakovic has a chance to give the Kings the lead from the line. How about it starts with Doug Christie, though, doesn't it?
It does start with Doug Christie. I mean, Doug Christie taking on Kobe Bryant, really. Now, Brad Miller, nice step out there. Now you get the ball out of Kobe's hands, and there's Peja anticipating, stepping in that passing lane. But Brad Miller, big-time help here, and allows Peja a chance to get a soft pass from Kobe Bryant as he hits a little archer across the court.
Peja, 10 of 10 from the line. And we are tied at 106, 35.9 seconds left. Sacramento 22 of 24 from the line here in the ball game.
Certainly the guy you want up there right now.
And the lead is back to Sacramento. 16th lead change. Christie playing with 5 fouls. Bryant with a Laker fan standing. Miller comes out to double. Bryant up top. Cook. Here's a 3. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Sacramento ball with 17.5 seconds left.
Boy, nice. Looked like Weber even fouled there. Peja wants to make the Lakers foul him.
Got to hurry. You got to get that ball over the line.
Screen and roll situation slows Kobe down. Now see Webb saying so long.
Quarter 109-106. And we look at the remarkable play of the game, brought to you by Raley's and Bel Air, famous for fine meats and produce. And Jerry, we just still marvel. Watch this again by Weber from the hip, 90 feet to Doug Christie. On the money, doesn't have to break stride. I mean, that is amazing.
That is absolutely one of the most remarkable plays I've seen in years. Chris Webber, the only power forward in the game that could make that play, just made it.
I'll tell you, I don't think there were a lot of guards in the league that could pass the ball like that. Jerry, some final thoughts?
Well, hey, how much better can life get? a win over the Lakers in Lakerland. My goodness, I am a happy camper. Well played game.
Yep.
Both teams really played their hearts out. So Kings deserved to win, though, and they did.
Absolutely. 7 straight for Sacramento. And
marvelous career with the Kings and one-loss record. But Lionel Hollins, like I say, in my opinion, I thought he did a solid coaching job with a very poor Grizzlies team in Vancouver, and probably deserves a strong consideration here. Whether that'll happen or not, time will tell. Very patient, very smart on offense.
One thing that's odd about coming here to Memphis with this new building, normally when you go to a new building in the NBA, it's packed, it's sold out regardless of the record of the team. But boy, here there are a lot of empty seats in Memphis here at the FedEx Forum for this one. You can see them at the top of the screen. Those are obviously your pricey seats, but there are a lot of empty seats all the way upstairs. Watson, and he hits the long shot. 2-pointer, and we're tied at 4.
Yeah, it could be maybe the rain has kept the crowd late arriving. I don't know, because there's been enough rain here. Just about should be ready to build an ark here pretty soon.
It's been raining since the Kings arrived. Now
4:10 on the shot clock. Christie turning to the foul line, looking, and he'll go all the way and missed it.
Great move by Doug, and was right on the